Coronavirus has killed another legend. Segway announced Tuesday that it is ending production of its signature self-balancing scooter, the Segway Personal Transporter.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, COVID took the Segway?
That's what I think. They say it, according to their official statement, they're like, this has nothing to do with Corona, but I'm like, I think it's probably, maybe Corona didn't help, but it led to them taking Old Yeller behind the barn and,
Oh, man. There's totally some companies that are using it as a cover where they were going to go under anyway.
Totally.
Quibi, for instance.
Are they officially?
No, they're trying to, debt finance more shows and stuff, and it's like, what
hell
the
yeah.
You're so far in debt, and you're not going to come out. And this was a terrible idea to begin with. And Jeffrey Katzenberg is just like, no, it's just fucking, it's Corona, everybody's got all this time to watch content, and they realize that everybody else's is better. So, that, how's that fair to us?
Yeah.
How's it fair that everybody else has a better business model? It's fucking Corona.
This is a quote. Given our decades-long history, we recognize that this decision may come as a disappointment to our strong and loyal following among private owners who view the Segway as one of the most innovative creations of the 21st century, Segway President Judy Kai said in a statement. So, I mean, objectively, the doofiest thing ever.
Yeah.
In my lifetime, I don't think there is a bigger signifier of someone being a doofus than riding around on a Segway.
Yeah, I mean,
a Segway is Paul Blart Mall Cop and Joe Bluth. That's
exactly. Yeah.
the two huge doofuses of the mid-2000s.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, truly classic doofuses.
Yeah. That's
and those were defining characteristics of who they are.
Yeah, it's the Segway.
When I think of a Segway, I think of Joe Bluth slowly backing away from the burning banana stand.
Yes. Michael. Yeah.
Yeah, you mailed that insurance check, right?
Yeah, and then slowly zipping backwards. Yeah. Great.
Yeah.
So when the product launched, the head of Segway said, quote, "This will be to the car what the car was to the horse and buggy."
Wait, when they launched, that's what they said?
That was when they launched the thing, I think in 2000. That was what they said.
Holy shit. Can you imagine being in LA, be like, yeah, I'm going to go visit my parents in North Dakota. I got a Segway.
Mom, Dad, I'll see you in 78 hours.
So, yeah, standing upright, going 70 miles an hour.
But almost immediately, these predictions gave way to ridicule. Time magazine named it as one of the top 10 biggest tech failures of the decade, citing its inflated price point, $5,000 to $7,000, which... Fuck, that's crazy now. Imagine in 2000 money. That's fucking nuts.
Why do they call them that? Why is it a Segway?
It's a pun. I don't know. It's to get you from one thing to the other.
Yeah, I guess, but it's spelled different, but that's never stopped a fucking dumbass startup before.
Yeah. Well, that's also, now a lot of people, that is how they spell Segway.
Right, yeah.
They will spell it like the scooter. TV shows and movies like Arrested Development and Paul Blart did nothing to slow Segway's reputation as being a plaything for doofuses. Segway was sold in December of 2009 to British entrepreneur Jimmy Heselden. And as funny as Joe Bluth is, Mr. Heselden provided by far Segway's funniest moment when on September 26, 2010, he drove his Segway off a cliff in West Yorkshire.
Wait, did he die?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Drove a Segway off of a 70-foot cliff.
Holy shit. On purpose, or he just fucking...
No, he bought the company in December of 2009.
Yeah.
And then 9 months later, drove his Segway off a cliff.
Holy shit. What happened to the company then?
I mean, somebody else bought it, I guess, and it just kept going. But
God,
yeah.
I really want there to be a chain of mysterious deaths 9 months after everybody bought the company.
It's the Ring.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you buy Segway.
But for billionaires.
Yeah. If you buy Segway, you will die on a Segway. But yeah, no, I love that. It also it led me to a Wikipedia article that I really didn't have time to delve into, but I fully intend on and report back on this broadcast, which is it was listed under the category when you scroll to the bottom of Jimmy Heselden. There's just an entire Wikipedia of unusual deaths. going all the way back to like, apparently Heraclitus, the famous Greek philosopher and poet, got dropsy and covered himself in shit and then got eaten by dogs. That's what I heard. So it's a great Wikipedia
And the guy
article.
who bought the Segway company made it into the same article as him.
Yeah. The guy who bought Segway made it into the same article as the guy who said you can't step in the same river twice. Yeah. Segway will cease production on their personal transport on July 15th, and 21 employees will be laid off in New Hampshire. It will continue to manufacture other vehicles, though. So they've still got those hoverboards and all the other like bullshit, but the big doofy handle ones that's no mas.
Oh man. The death of a legend. It's one of those things that it's absolutely shocking that it lasted this long.
It's 20 years.
Yeah.
I had no idea. I read it. It was like, founded 20 years ago. I was like, damn, 2000. Because I kind of vaguely remember my mom talking about it. Like, because it was an article in Time magazine and her just being like, oh, we should get one of these. And then we looked it up. We're like, oh, fuck, never mind. Like fucking $5,000 or whatever. So,
yeah. Yeah, it's so, I mean, some things are kind of obvious that they're not going to be the revolution that they think it is, like the Segway or Quibi, which will not last 20 years.
Yeah.
But, there's also like this corollary to like VR, which for years and years and years you've heard about like, oh, VR is, well, I mean, it's here, but it's it's going to be huge. And it's like, is it? I don't know.
Yeah. Because you do have to put a thing on your face.
Yeah.
Ultimately, like if Google Glass demonstrated nothing else, people don't want to put shit on their face.
Yeah. Oh, God. Yeah. That was another flop and burn, the little fucking Dragon Ball Z scouter that they...
Yeah. I think the only time I've ever used both was it was the same day. It was when you, me, Lopez, and Josh Wallace went to the Google, the YouTube space to test all that shit out. And there was like this giant line for the VR, the Optimus Rift. What the hell is it called?
Oculus
Rift.
Yeah.
And I get up to it and the guy was just like, "Are you ready?" And I was like, "Yeah, man." I was like, and as I was putting it on, I was like, "Yeah, I'm not really much of a video game person, so I just want to kind of check it out. It won't take long." And as I'm putting it on, he goes, "Oh, well, this isn't a video game. This is more like an interactive art display." And my joke was, I used to say on stage, the only thing I find more ponderous than video games, fucking art displays. Here we go. Put it on, and it was just like this thing where you're like bouncing off of like asteroids or something and like collecting dots. It was really bizarre, and it gave me a fucking bad headache. Yeah.
See, the few times one or two times that I've done VR, it's like, I don't know, I guess maybe it's just because it takes so much processing power to have a full 360 experience.
Yeah.
That the graphics end up looking like it's from a Sega Saturn.
Oh, yes, yeah,
and it's like, this fucking looks like shit.
Looks like Virtua Cop.
Yeah, exactly.
The one thing I would want it for is I do like that thing where it, does like the movie theater display and shows a movie.
Yeah.
But I would be so prone to just fucking lay down and just never get out of bed if I had that. Like, at least with the TV, you have to actually sit up to some extent. You have to make some effort to look at the TV. With that, it's just like, just fucking put on the damn VR and just hit me with it. So.
Yeah. Yeah, at that point, it's like you're getting upset that you even have to open your eyes.
Yeah. Because I saw I think it was season 1 of Dark Side of the Ring about Randy Savage, and they were interviewing his brother Lanny. And Lanny Poffo, the genius Lanny Poffo, has in his house a TV not dissimilar from this one, like kind of a bigger flat screen, like an older one that looks fucking heavy, mounted on his ceiling. And it was the most redneck shit, but ever since I've seen that, I have thought about it, and I'm like, I guess, but at least the Oculus wouldn't kill me if an earthquake happened, and fall on me and smash my head. So I don't know. Maybe I'll get one. Carter and I have discussed this about getting an Oculus. I know he wants one for the same reason, just to be able to watch movies and shit.
Well, what are they? They're still $500 or something?
Yeah, that's the thing. They're like just slightly. It's very similar to going to see Limp Bizkit. Like that ticket was exactly $10 more than I'm willing to pay for something stupid. you know, and that thing is exactly $200 more than I'm willing to pay for something stupid.
Yeah,
So.
for sure. I mean, I don't know. People put mirrors on the ceiling and well, that's not really a defense.
Well, that's like a sex thing, though.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm just saying.
know.
I just want to this is a laziness thing. I'm not trying to do more work. Just to look good in a mirror. No, the opposite. Less work.